All right. We want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Basham Yahushai. I want to say double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone that surely rule well, and citation to the brothers that pushing this work in sincerity and in truth. These two brothers from Trinidad, Brother Howard and Brother Kwam. We're just breaking a little bread. Yeah, and we'll start with Isaiah chapter 41. Start at verse 4.
Isaiah chapter 41 and 4. Who had wrought and done it, according the generation from the beginning. I, Yahweh, the first, and with the last, I am He.
Yeah, jump to 21.
I jump into verse 21, it says, Produce your cause, said Yahweh. Bring forth your strong reasons, said the King of Jacob. Let them bring them forth, and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things, what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come.
Yeah, and that's the most I say here because it have no other book you could go to see the beginning, and it have no other book you could go to see the end. He basically saying what is going to happen in the last days, right? There's only one book to speak about the beginning, and there's only one book speak about the last days. And right now we in the last days, right? Well into the last days, so to speak.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
Verse 23 it says, Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods, yea, do good or evil, or do evil, that we may be dismayed and behold it together.
Right. So, in other words, what the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is saying here, tell me what it is going to come.
Tell me prophecy.
Yeah, show me the things are going to come so I go know all these gods too. But all they ain't doing that, all they ain't showing ways to come because they don't know ways to come. Ways to come is what Yahweh Shem Yahushua said will come. And as the scripture says in the book of Psalms 138 and verse 3, he said he put his word above his name because his word is true. Don't meet up on the Psalm, but Psalms 119 and 160 say his word is true from the beginning.
That's something here. This is Isaiah 45 and 5. It says, I am Yahweh, and there is none else. There is no God beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me. So they did not know that God beside Yahweh Shem Yahshai.
That's right.
Right? God is we say, produce a cause if you know you are God. You know that, hey, there's none above me. He's the one above all.
He did it.
Yeah.
That's why we start in verse 4. He did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Verse 24.
24. Behold, ye are nothing, and your works of naught, an abomination is he that chooseth you.
Yeah. Because you didn't have the know-how, you don't have the knowledge, you ain't do anything. Your works is not, you ain't you have nothing to show. Right? But Yahweh Hashem have a lot to show. Right? And he actually tell us what is this going to take place. Jeremiah 49, 14 to 16.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 49, starting from verse 14. It says, I have heard a rumor. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, Gather thee together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thy heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, and holdest the high of the hills, though thou shouldest make thee nest in high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith Yahweh.
Right, and this is Esau Edom he actually speaking about here. You know, because he was set up, as the scripture says in the book of Proverbs chapter 16. You know, he made it wicked for the day of evil. You know, and he was set up to be that guy.
Don't make all things for himself.
So even the day of the wicked for the day of evil. You know, he was set up to be that guy, and that is the one who his terribleness has deceived him. Because what he dropped bombs on people. You know, he did a lot. The scripture say even in the book of Job chapter 20, I think it's verse 5, where it says the sins of the. I'm gonna bring it instead of.
What scripture is that?
Job chapter 20, I think is verse 5. It could be lower
Can
down.
you say something about the eagle that's not it?
Can wait in clips are in the same scripture.
Right. And the eagle also could represent Yahushua too, because even lower down in the scripture, in this same scripture here in verse 22, it says, Behold, he shall come up and fly as an eagle, and spread his wings over Bozrah. And at the day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her palms. And that eagle represents Yahushua in return, right, which is might, the real mighty one.
Mm-hmm.
As they were saying before, there's no one
Greater.
You know?
Just the precept or paraphrase is Job chapter 20 and 11. It says, his bones are filled of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. And that is basically what you have coming towards him. But we know that the sins the scripture say in the book of Sirach chapter 12, that trust not your enemy.
Right.
Because iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
The enemy will always be enemy.
You know?
Which is represents what the other nation was speaking about. Because the enemy could also be a brother. But it was referring to as Esau. Never trust the enemy, never trust that slave master. You know? But he feed you, give you clothes, give you food. You know, you will always downplay it. You always want to put a sword by your neck.
Can. Going on into 17, it says, also Edom shall be a desolation, even every one that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at the plagues thereof. So that is something the Most High tell me supposed to come. That is a prophecy. You know? That when we see Esau, Edom, and that state, all nations go here to say, this is see that rule the earth.
Yeah. Scripture is it? That cause all the earth
to tremble. Yeah. It says, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and in the neighboring cities thereof, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. So that place is going to be totally demolished. You know? Because Sodom and Gomorrah is no more, and them 5 neighboring cities. I saw archaeologist was doing some research on that, and the place is totally sulfur.
Yeah.
That is immense heat hit that place.
The scriptures always, when they talk about desolation, is sometimes they say as what was that? Oh, that's not weak, man. That's not.